Hey folks, I'm Clayton Collins, CEO of HW Media and your host for the Housing News Podcast. Our guest today is Tom Davis, the Chief Sales Officer of Deephaven Mortgage. Tom spends his time working very closely with wholesale and correspondent sales leaders, as well as working really closely with clients of Deephaven, which we really dig into today and understand how he and his team work directly with originators across the country. In this episode, we talk about the housing market, inventory and inflation, a brief conversation about the health of the U.S. banking system, and we don't bore you too much with talk about Silicon Valley Bank. We talk about non-QM dynamics, what Tom and the Deephaven team learned from the capital markets disruption that we saw at several points over the last 3 years, and what his institution has done to repair and improve the organization to be more successful in future environments. Tom also shares his month over month and period over period lock metrics. Listen really closely. There's some big successes happening here, and there's a lot to learn from this conversation with Tom Davis, Chief Sales Officer at Deephaven Mortgage. Yeah, interesting. So, all right. So we talked about a little bit about the headwinds on the mortgage origination sphere. So if you were a refi focused lender, things aren't looking too pretty right now. Even if you're purchase focused, your volume's down quite a bit. So we have lending executives, investors, and originators all hunting for volume. So those origination execs or originators that are looking for volume, how aware are they of non-QM today? And then what are the hurdles that you face in bringing, conventional lenders into your ecosystem?
I think that's where Deephaven really specializes. Deephaven has been in the space since 2012, a pioneer in the space. We've done over 20 plus securitizations. We have the ability to securitize, the ability to, the portfolio and the funds that our parent manages or that are part of our ecosystem. So, there's when you look at the originators out there, right? A lot of these guys have strategies, and we always ask them, what is your non-QM strategy? Do you have a non-agency strategy? And if they don't, then we spend time with them to understand their business model, what markets they're in, and then we come up with a game plan, and then we spend time with them and invest a lot of time with them to help them become market experts. And it allows them to recruit talent, retain talent. It allows them to, if they allow us to invest in their platform and help them to become market experts, it allows them to, seek new referral partners that maybe they haven't, targeted in the past, right? The realtor is a prime example. Realtors are self-employed, 1099, right? Those are bank statement loans. Those realtors are also, let's call it investors. Those are DSCR loans. Those realtors work with contractors. They work with builders. They work with title, insurance. They work with, roofers, et cetera, right? Those are more self-employed borrowers, right? Then, teaching the originators on the product is extremely important. When we survey our clients, we're doing about 150 webinars a month with our clients. And when we survey our clients, they tell us about 70% of our of the originators are not doing or haven't ever done a non-QM loan. So only, a third of the originators in the market have done it. So we do a lot of training around the products, deep dives into their products, and then we do a lot of training around sourcing. I've mentioned the realtors, CPAs and accountants. Those are a great place to find self-employed borrowers, which are your bank statement, deals. We teach our clients to work with, in every, local town, there's a Marriott or Hilton, and there's a RIA, a real estate investment club. They meet once a month and they talk about, their investment strategies, and that's a great place to go and present your DSCR program, right? Credit event borrowers, working with bankruptcy attorneys, those are other avenues. So, wealth managers are a great place to talk to, high net worth to sell the asset utilization, where the borrower just qualifies on assets and they don't have to pledge their assets. So teaching them these other referral partners outside of just the realtor, right? Or just, targeting refinance business, right? How to build new relationships. And if they're really good at what they do, just like in any other profession, Clayton, whether it's a wealth advisor, an estate planner, a surgeon, if you're really good at what you do, people will seek you to do business with you. And that same thing goes for the loan officer. If you're really good at helping, borrowers fit in the loan programs that help, the realtor put more borrowers into homes, help them, buy more investment properties, and you're known as a market expert, people will seek you. If you're really in, and it allows you to differentiate yourself from all the other originators, right? It's a great way to get in front of realtors. If the loan officers are not experts on these products, we go the extra mile and we do a lot of white label presentations. We'll take the presentation, give it to our customer. They'll put their NMLS number, their logo on there, and then we'll present on their behalf. They don't even know it's a Deephaven, let's call it trainer. And now we're driving business to our clients. And, for every 10 realtors that we present to is what we see, we get a deal from a realtor. So we had one of our clients this weekend did one with 30 realtors, and he picked up 3 deals. And those were the realtors wanted to use the product for their own, investment properties. So, just understanding, the products, the features, leveraging the products, and where to go find those products and those type of borrowers, definitely gives those originators an edge. And if you're not doing non-QM, right, and you're an originator or an IMB in your local market, I can promise you your competitors are originating non-QM, and they're soliciting your referral base and your realtors with these products, and you're allowing them to penetrate relationships that you have if you don't have these products. So
Tom, on go to market, like you're talking about working directly with originators in local markets, and like that example of like going in and doing a sales demo is awesome. Like to get inside of a lending institution, like do you go straight to like the corporate level and develop like correspondent or wholesale relationships? Like what's the relationship?
Sure. Yeah. So what makes Deephaven once again unique in the space is we have the ability to offer wholesale, non-delegated, not delegated, or delegated with pre-close review. We have multiple delivery options, and we help service the client where they want to do business, right? We're working with all the top originators in the country, the top home builders in the country. We work with small brokers and bankers in rural Wyoming to, once again, the largest originators in the country. And everyone has a different need. A lot of these branches are, might be in different locations or geos or serve different borrowers. So we first, work at the executive level, get them approved, understand their needs, and then we're really hands-on with each branch and developing, what their opportunity is. So if they want to target investors, and we help them, target investors. If we help them want to target, bank statement loans, right? Then we help them target bank statement loans. For example, we have a client that has a part-time loan officer who happens to be a CPA. We, educated them on the bank statement program, how to qualify. And now he's presenting to his network of CPAs. And now he's the bank statement guy for like 30 CPAs in his state.
That specialization doesn't surprise me. I had the chance to go speak at the Open Mortgage Sales Rally 2 weeks ago, and like they're an impressive organization at like with their kind of 50% coverage of the reverse product, and then a strong forward business. But I was surprised to learn that their originators specialized, despite like the organization having these 2 strong capabilities. You got the reverse folks and you got the forward folks. So when you look across your client base, do you see a lot of examples like that originator you just mentioned, who has the LO, who's also a CPA, who specializes in bank statement? Or do you see originators that are, building up their Swiss Army knife of skills, and they do their conformings, they do their refis, they do their govies, they do their non-QMs?
Yeah, I would say, I'm a big believer doing non-QM, not by decline, but by doing it by design.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of folks start in non-QM. They have a loan that's been declined. It's on the conveyor belt, right? It falls off. They don't know what to do with it. So they put it back on. We help them with that process. So we put them back on. We get them, the loan closed, right? That works. But what we like to do is teach our partners how to do them by design, how to actually seek those borrowers, how to specialize in those, those products. And in order to really get the lift, you need a lot of resources and experience. So outside of just our robust product offering, right, and our experience in the space, we've had 10 years to really define the manufacturing process, right. We're not dabbling in non-QM. This is all we do is non-QM. So we're maniacally focused on making sure we're a top tier, best in class investor, right. And so part of that also comes with resources and tools. So for example, we have a scenario desk. This month we'll see about 3,000 scenarios, and for that it's going to be an all-time record for Deephaven. Last month I think we were at 2,100, so we saw about a 40 to 50%. We're going to see about a 40 to 50% month over month increase in scenarios, but that's taken, let's call 6 months of introducing our products, educating the clients on the scenario desk, educating them on our bank statement calculator for income, right? There's all our white label marketing. We have about 10 to 12 modules, webinars that we could do, our flyers. So non-QM, you just don't pick it up. You have to spend time and dedicate time to be an expert. And if you do, once again, people will line up to do business with you because you're that person in that market that could get deals done, and definitely gives you a competitive advantage in the marketplace.